Fairy tale ending. What's that, Grandpa? From the doorway of his study, I pointed at the furry thing mounted in a glass case on the wall. My mom and I moved in with him after my dad died. It was only supposed to be for a couple of months, but that quickly turned into a year, and now it looked like we were going to be staying permanently. That right there is my most valued possession, he replied. Come here, he motioned. I'll show you. I walked into the room and watched as he carefully pulled the display case off the wall and set it on his desk. The thing inside was about 2 feet long and bushy like a fox's tail. Unlike a fox's tail or any other animal I'd seen, the hair on it was different shades of blue, starting light on one end and gradually becoming darker until it ended in a black tip. Do you believe in fairies? My grandpa asked. Not really, I replied. I was 8. I stopped believing in things like that by the time I was 6. Believe it or not, he tapped the display case with his fingers. This is a fairy's tale. Fairies don't have tails, I replied. Some don't, he agreed, but around these parts they do. Where did you get it? The fairy it belonged to gave it to me for saving his life. He then went on to explain how he saved the fairy from a bear trap. But why his tail? That part of the story didn't make sense. Why would a fairy cut off its own tail as a reward? That sounded horrible. Fairy tales contain a lot of magic, my grandpa said. By giving me his tail, he transferred some of that magic to me. It's what keeps me feeling young and healthy. When he saw the disgusted way I was looking at the tail, he quickly added, "Don't worry, their tails grow back." That's cool, I said. But I didn't really think that. I thought it was kind of lame. At least I did until the next morning, when I remembered I needed to bring something into school for show and tell. I thought some of the other kids might think the tail really was cool, so I hid it in my backpack before I left to catch the bus. As soon as I stepped off the porch, I was confronted by a blue fox-like creature that was missing a tail. Maybe my grandpa wasn't lying. "Is this yours?" I asked after pulling the tail out of my backpack. The blue fox nodded. I opened the case and set the tail on the ground in front of the odd creature. It walked up to the tail and then turned around and sat on it. When it got up again, its tail was reconnected. "You didn't give him your tail, did you?" The fox shook its head and then ran off into the woods. That night, my grandpa died.